This is Furman University, and always will be, at least in the memories of those who lived with this familiar tower.
The Furman Bell Tower may be in a different location today, but it still looks the same. The bell tower has represented Furman and its traditions since 1854. Just like back in the 1850s, students are still being woken up at 8 in the morning by its bittersweet chimes. All of Furman's traditions enrich Furman's campus and connect alumni and current students. We interviewed current Furman students about Greek life and homecoming, fountain hopping, and laking to get their take on the importance of those traditions within the Furman community. Furman's campus was moved from the downtown campus to its current location in 1953, but football games were still held at the Soren Stadium downtown until the 80s. This is a picture of a fraternity float parading in the streets downtown on homecoming in 1950s against Florida. Since the new campus doesn't have as much room for parading, sororities and fraternities now make stationary floats on the mall.
When my mom was here, all the Greek organizations were locally affiliated and now they're nationally affiliated. She was a member of CHIOS, C-H-I-O-S, and it was a locally affiliated sorority, so it was really just on campus. And pretty shortly after her graduation, which was in 1990, they affiliated nationally with Chi Omega, which is now what they are, and so, which is now what is on campus still. And I know when she was here, two others I can think of are what used to be Delphian is now AD Pi, and what used to be Vita is now Tri Delta.
Thankfully, hazing is no longer a part of Greek traditions, even though it was widely accepted throughout Furman's campus in the 20th century. Freshmen were initiated into Furman's Greek social circles at rat court. They were sentenced to do tedious tasks, such as scrubbing the sidewalks with toothbrushes. Freshmen were also called rats and had to wear rat caps or rat ears and signs around their neck to identify themselves as freshmen.
This video from 1997 shows another widely participated in Furman tradition. All 4 years, students look forward to fountain hopping on their last day of class as seniors. They put on floaties and jump from fountain to fountain in celebration of their successes at Furman.
There are ones for seniors specifically, like getting to go in the fountains on the last day. And
I'm familiar with puddle jumping on the last day of class.
One of the traditions is senior year on your last day of academic classes, your whole class gets to go fountain hopping. They jump in some of our fountains and they dress up, they wear floaties. It's a big fun time. They take a lot of pictures and it's a great celebration that they no longer have to take academic classes at Furman.
While fountain hopping may only be a tradition that seniors get to partake in, getting laked on your birthday is a tradition primarily for incoming freshmen. However, because of the abundance of E. coli now present in the lake, it is actually unsafe to get in the water. But what students don't know is that the Furman Lake used to be used for recreational sports such as water skiing and swimming. Now, the ducks and swans are the only ones who get to enjoy splashing in the water.
You get thrown into the Furman Lake on your birthday.
So there's laking people on their birthday. I've done that twice already this year. So that's been a good one.
At freshman year, on your birthday, you can get laked in our lake, so you get thrown in the lake on your birthday, normally around midnight, and it's supposed to be a big surprise and just a fun way to start out your freshman year.
As you can see, Furman traditions are an integral part of Furman's campus and community. From past to present, as Furman grows and prospers, this community will always be rooted in its traditions. From fountain hopping to laking and everything in between, these are the things that make Furman unique. No matter if you're an alum coming back for homecoming or a freshman who has just begun their journey here, these cherished moments are what bring the Furman community together.
You know, traditions really are what create a sense of solidarity among community, and it kind of creates this common ground for people across generations to kind of refer back to and talk about, which is great at, you know, just fostering bonds across just different disparities, you know, demographic and otherwise. And so I think traditions should be held on to.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that, people like to come back and know, oh, people still do that, like not everything's changed, there's still some continuity here. Keeps people, I guess, tied to the school. and a lot of other stuff is changing. So
It's very important to keep our traditions alive. That's one main reason why we talk about it. I'm an ambassador, and we always make sure we include all of those traditions on every single one of our tours, just to kind of establish that Furman is more than a college. It's more than just going to class. It's about creating a new life for yourself, and I think those traditions are a great representation of what your life will be like when you come to Furman.
Traditions are deeply rooted in the Furman culture. Everyone hears about students laking each other on their birthdays, or students fountain hopping in floaties at the end of their senior year. The tradition of homecoming brings together generations of Furman students, strengthens Greek ties, and celebrates one Furman family.